Since ancient times, humanity has sought ways to transcend the limitations of its physical existence and escape the burdens of the mind. Among the many avenues explored to find this escape, alcohol has stood out as one of the most prominent. It has been a symbol of both celebration and despair, inspiration and oblivion. Despite its widespread production, promotion, and consumption, few people pause to consider the deeper spiritual implications of drinking alcohol. This narrative explores not only the historical and cultural significance of alcohol, but also its lesser-known energetic and spiritual effects. The word alcohol traces its roots back to the Arabic word Al-Kuhul, which originally referred to a fine, dark powder used to line the eyes, what we now know as kohl. However, in the realm of alchemy, Al-Kuhul took on a much deeper meaning. It symbolized a volatile, distilled essence, what alchemists regarded as the spirit of a substance, its purest form separated from the physical. This notion may explain why we still refer to strong alcoholic beverages as spirits. Ancient civilizations, such as the Sumerians, Egyptians, and Greeks, not only consumed alcohol but revered it. In their rituals, they offered wine and beer to their gods, Osiris in Egypt, Dionysus in Greece, associating alcohol with fertility, ecstasy, and divine madness. But these same traditions also recognized alcohol's power to both reveal and obscure. It could unlock the deeper self but also open doors to destructive forces. In Islamic culture, though alcohol was prohibited for consumption, Muslim alchemists like Jabir ibn Hayyan, known as Geber in the West, advanced the science of distillation, laying the groundwork for modern chemistry. Over time, alcohol moved beyond sacred ritual to become a part of everyday life, losing its spiritual connotations and instead becoming a means of indulgence. Yet, from a spiritual perspective, alcohol is far more than a physical substance. It interacts with our energetic anatomy, often referred to as the aura or energy field. According to esoteric traditions, humans are not just flesh and bone. We are energetic beings surrounded by vibrational fields that connect us to the cosmos. When alcohol is consumed, it affects not just the brain and liver, but also the energy body. It weakens this field, causing rips or openings that make a person vulnerable to negative energies, entities, or thought forms. Rudolf Steiner, founder of anthroposophy, emphasized that alcohol consumption lowers the defenses of the spiritual self, allowing harmful influences to affect one's psyche. These intrusions may manifest as confusion, emotional instability, or a feeling of spiritual disconnection. Alcohol overstimulates the root chakra, linked to survival and base pleasures, while diminishing the crown chakra, which connects us to higher consciousness. This imbalance pulls us away from our spiritual center, leaving us scattered and disconnected. Spiritual masters across different traditions have always cautioned against alcohol. Patanjali, in his Yoga Sutras, stressed the importance of purity in both body and mind for achieving higher states of awareness. Paramahansa Yogananda described alcohol as a substance that clouds the inner light, obscuring the clarity needed for spiritual awakening. Even neuroscience supports this, showing that alcohol dulls the frontal lobes of the brain, the region responsible for decision-making and self-awareness. In group settings like parties or bars, alcohol contributes to a chaotic energy field. People's auras merge in unstable ways, lowering the overall vibration of the environment and encouraging primal behavior. For this reason, many spiritual traditions advocate avoiding places where alcohol is prevalent, seeing such spaces as energetically toxic. However, the human energy field is incredibly resilient. Through practices like meditation, yoga, Reiki, and focused intention, it is possible to repair the damage alcohol causes. These disciplines help restore balance and reconnect individuals to their divine essence. The key is conscious effort, a commitment to transcend material distractions and align with one's higher self. Awareness of alcohol's spiritual effects can lead to better choices, fostering inner peace and authenticity. Yet the question remains, why are people so drawn to alcohol despite knowing its consequences? The answer lies in a deep spiritual disconnection. Throughout history, Humans have sought ways to escape the pain and limitations of existence. Alcohol presents itself as an alluring solution, offering temporary pleasure and relief. It gives the illusion of freedom, releasing fears, boosting confidence and silencing inner doubts, but these effects are deceptive and fleeting. What seems like liberation is actually a deeper form of bondage, pulling individuals further from their true essence. From the perspective of Hermetic philosophy, humans yearn for unus mundus, a state of unity with the cosmos. Alcohol, instead of guiding us inward toward that unity, distracts us with external gratification. It offers a synthetic form of wholeness that ultimately leaves us emptier. True fulfillment lies not in what we consume, but in reconnecting with our inner divinity. Sages like Plato and Lao Tzu spoke of this inner journey. Plato in the Republic described spiritual growth as liberation from the illusions of the physical world. Lao Tzu in the Tao Te Ching emphasized living in harmony with the Tao rather than seeking excess and escapism. Psychologically, alcohol becomes a coping mechanism, a crutch for dealing with stress, anxiety, or emotional pain. Its sedative effects offer momentary relief but do not address the root causes. Instead, they suppress them, leading to a cycle of avoidance and dependence. Rather than facing and healing our inner wounds, alcohol numbs them, delaying genuine healing. In the end, the problem is not just the act of drinking, but the deeper reasons behind it, why we feel the need to escape our reality. Spiritual traditions have long warned us of these pitfalls, not out of moral rigidity, but out of compassion and concern for our spiritual well-being. In the Vedic tradition, alcohol is said to diminish sattva, the quality of clarity and harmony, while increasing rajas, the energy of restlessness and passion. The Bhagavad Gita teaches that inner balance is essential for reaching higher consciousness, and anything that disrupts that balance hinders. Ultimately, the video focuses on how to break free from the cycle of dependency. Liberation begins with awareness, recognizing the impact of alcohol on our mind, body, and spirit. This awareness sparks transformation, allowing us to pause, question our habits, and search within for what we are truly seeking. Most often, the craving for alcohol stems from a deep inner void, a disconnection from our true self. Alcohol might offer temporary comfort, but it never resolves this disconnection. Instead, healing comes through spiritual practices like meditation, yoga, conscious breathing, and prayer, which help rebuild our inner equilibrium and strengthen our energy field. These practices allow buried emotional wounds to surface and heal, revealing that the peace we have long sought outside was always within us. Different traditions offer tools for this healing. Buddhism teaches mindfulness to observe cravings without reacting to them. Christianity reminds us that divine grace is always accessible. Nature also plays a role in our healing. Spending time in natural environments can cleanse the body, mind, and spirit from the toxins, both literal and energetic, that alcohol leaves behind. Gratitude is another powerful tool in this transformation. When we appreciate life's small blessings, we stop seeking escape and start seeing the beauty of the present moment. Gratitude replaces feelings of lack with an experience of abundance. People often turn to alcohol not merely for pleasure, but as a way to escape psychological and existential suffering. With its sedative effects, alcohol can seem appealing to those who are overwhelmed, anxious, or stressed. It offers temporary relief and a false sense of solace. This superficial escape, however, doesn't resolve deeper issues. It merely conceals them, creating a repetitive cycle of avoidance and emptiness. True happiness, the video emphasizes, lies not in indulgence or total denial, but in finding balance, reconnecting with our true essence, and nurturing inner peace. If you like this video, then please subscribe.